Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cleopatra, and in today's video, I'm coming back at it again with another story time. And today's story time is going to be my school tornado warning. So I hope this video blows you guys away, huh? I think it's already begun. So if I clearly remember, it was a Wednesday morning, and I remember stepping out of my igloo, and that morning I had bacon for breakfast, and oh my goodness, it tasted so good. But the wind was blowing in my face. It was -20, and then I got to school, and first we had our first classes, and then we went outside for recess, and then we came back in, then we had lunch, and then we learned a bit more, and then we went outside for our second recess, and then after that, around 1 o'clock-ish, it started raining, and I was really surprised, because it doesn't rain that often here in Canada. Because the thing about Canada is when it starts raining, it rains really hard, for just a few seconds or a few minutes, and then it stops. But when it was raining today in particular, it actually was raining really hard, and it kept raining really hard for a very long period of time. And if I remember correctly, I think it was about an hour where it was raining really hard, and then all of a sudden it started hailing outside like crazy. Okay, so we were sitting in class, and I clearly remember that we were doing math, and I obviously wasn't paying attention, so that's why I remember this happening. And a guy in our class pointed out at the window that it was hailing outside. And I was like, hell no. I do not want it to be hailing outside. Why? Because I have to walk home later. And I am not going to walk home when it's hailing outside like crazy. So I started panicking and I started getting worried. And the hail was, I'm being serious. The hail was so big. It was almost the size of a golf ball. And the teacher told us, just calm down. Everything's going to be okay. But yeah, it wasn't okay that day. Okay, so the end of the day for school finally came, and I remember packing my books up quickly, and I wanted to leave school really quickly so I could get home, so I could avoid the hail. And I remember walking outside, and I saw one of my teachers going to their car and getting ready to leave, and I kid you not, there was a piece of hail coming down from the sky, and it fell on his head. And he was knocked out. And when I stepped over and looked at him, I kid you not, his head literally reminded me of the alien from the movie E.T. And when it kept hailing, I was like, yeet, no, not today. I ran back inside school like there was no tomorrow, and I took shelter. So once I was finally inside the school, people were going insane. It was like a zoo inside the school, and I heard on the intercom the principal said that there was going to be a tornado, and there was a tornado warning that was placed on the news. So they told everyone to go to the gym in a single fashion, not to be scared, not to run, but obviously people weren't listening. They were running down to the gym, and when everyone finally got to the gym, to be honest, I don't even know why they told us to go to the gym, because the ceilings on the gym were being repaired, so obviously it wasn't that safe for us to be in the gym. But anyway, we all went to the gym, and then we had to sit in the gym and wait till the hail was done. So one thing that I vividly remember was when it started hailing, it wasn't that hard, but at one point it started hailing so hard that the hail was banging against the top of the roof, and you can hear it, and I kid you not, there were so many people in the gym who were pulling out their Bibles, pulling up Bible websites, listening to religious songs, going down on their knees and praying so they wouldn't die and they'd make it home alive to see the next day. Okay, so a few hours go by, and then the principal comes onto the intercom again, and he finally says that it's a false warning, that there's not going to be an actual tornado, and it's safe for us to go home. So they finally tell everyone to get out of the school and leave and go home. And when I step outside, I kid you not, it literally looked like somebody took a gigantic bucket of golf balls and just poured it all over our school field, because that's how much hail there was, and that's how big the hail was. And even though it was a false warning for the tornado, I looked up in the sky, and I kid you not, the sky was not happy. I could see funnel clouds up in the sky. The clouds looked so dark. It looked like a tornado was going to happen again, and it was about to rain. And knowing me, I ran home. I dipped. I ran home like there was no tomorrow, and I ran upstairs into my room and hid under the covers just to make sure I wouldn't get attacked by any more hail. But if it happens, you know what to do. Woo!